Welcome to Maximize Your Influence, your resource for the top persuasion, influence, and negotiation techniques that will help you maximize your success in life and business. And now, here are your hosts, Kurt Mortensen and Steve Olson.
It's been in the news quite a bit. The big thing, I don't know if we need drum roll, is green tea.
Yum.
Right? It was not even on the radar, I would say, 5, 6 years ago, maybe 8 years ago? No, but all of a sudden, it's nutritious. You need to do this. You got to drink your green tea. But it was just interesting that green tea has been linked to better cognitive functioning.
Meaning you're smarter if you drink green tea?
I don't think you're necessarily smarter, but I think you're firing on all the cylinders where you're feeling sharp and your thinking's a little more clear. I don't think it's going to add anything to your IQ, but it's going to help you feel smarter, I guess would be the word.
It's like a brain fuel additive or something.
Yeah, I would think so, because they talked about the antioxidants, the nutrients, that they enhance health, they lower the risk of cancer. We already knew all that, but then this study out of Switzerland found that it actually helps. It's beneficial to our cognitive, or the way we think, our cognitive performance. So they found that green tea, they use the extract this time, increases the brain's affective connectivity, meaning the causal influence that the brain area exerts over the other. Basically, what they call the plasticity of the brain. We think better. We feel clear. Because we've had times before where you just that fog and you can't do it. It's Monday morning and you have people repeat things. You're like, what's going on? What's happening? And this helps out. I don't know if it's the green tea. I don't know if it's the caffeine. They didn't clarify. We do know from other studies that actually when you lace people's morning drink with caffeine, whether it be orange juice or water or other things, they actually are easier to persuade because they have more energy and they're thinking a little bit better versus those who didn't have drinks laced with caffeine.
Wow, look at Kurt plugging the PEDs, the persuasion-enhancing drugs on the show.
That's
here.
right. So, if you can get away with it, now we won't say that. I'm just letting people know that if you're somebody that you're negotiating with, they're just not there, they're not thinking clearly, they're not with you, maybe a green tea, maybe a coffee, maybe a Coke, a little caffeine, a little walk, something, because we've talked about the law of involvement before. If they're not involved, if they're not listening, if they're not caring, if they're thinking about other things, you can't persuade them.
Look, you guys come here for cutting-edge persuasion techniques, and you heard it here first. Kurt with the first persuasion roofie, okay?
The Persuasion Roofie. Maybe that should be the name of the show. Persuasion Roofie.
That's horribly tacky, yet somehow I feel like that might work.
Yeah, they'd learn a lot of things, but you'd have to take a shower after the show, so I'm not sure.
I'm feeling like I need one already.
Well, so you know about green tea and other things, it does affect us. Everything affects our ability to persuade and influence as a persuader and the persuadee.
Awesome. I've heard, I don't know, maybe you have some personal experience here, but when you have somebody who doesn't have ADHD, if they take, what's that drug, Adderall or something?
There's Concerta, there's Adderall.
It makes them hyper-focused where they think that they're being super productive and they're on top of the world and they're accomplishing all this, but in reality, they're just busy and it gives them some kind of productivity high. Is that true?
So people who don't have it or do have it?
Yeah, if you have ADHD, they're going to give you Adderall to bring you back to normal.
Which is a form of speed.
Okay.
If you don't have it, it's going to make you feel a little more energetic, a little more speed, versus those with ADHD, it actually calms them down. They think clear because it stimulates the frontal lobe to help them make better decisions, to be a little more calm. And so it does have the opposite effect. So they might feel like this energy, but it's equivalent to speed if you take it and do not have ADD or ADHD.
Interesting. So green tea, maybe it's going to make you function at a higher cognitive level. Maybe it's going to make your prospects function at a higher cognitive level. I know when we do workshops for our investors, we make sure that there's plenty of coffee in the back. Got to keep them going.
So listeners, if you can track either one of us down this week, green tea's on us.
Yeah, I dare you to find us.
If you're watching us on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment, share it with your friends, let us know what other tools you want to hear. Persuade with power.